I want to thank my family, my friends, everyone who ever believed in me all those years ago, and every single developer of the apps I use. They're all super expensive. I never thought I'd reach a number that high. It wasn't the plan, but thank you. Okay, we need anything else? Sponsors? I don't know. Daikon? Buy sports equipment? Let's just begin. A while ago, my family was watching a series, and very briefly it mentioned something close to the line, "So you're the middle child." But that explains it, to the usually odd-behaving protagonist. Hearing this, as the middle child myself, I jokingly said, "Now what's that supposed to mean?" Up until that point, I had seen a couple of memes about the oldest, middle and youngest child of the family. And being in that exact family situation myself, I kinda related and thought they were always funny. But is it true? The stereotype usually goes like this. The oldest is the responsible one. As they go through life's changes first, parents are most caring to them in the beginning as they start to learn parenting. The oldest is the one who has to look after their younger siblings when the parents are gone. Demands like these result in their boost of confidence, and that's why they and their parents see the oldest one as the achiever. More powerful, more responsible. This especially because they only have younger and inexperienced siblings to compare themselves to. The youngest is the adorable one. They get away with more, as parents start acting less strictly. They're the ones whose older siblings have to constantly sacrifice themselves for when, simple example, they get the largest slice of cake. They might even get the most and biggest presents, as parents still have a little baby to care for. They are the cute one now. The middle child is the middle child. They're not the oldest or the youngest, they're kinda there. Somewhere in between the strong, achieving, mature one and the adorable, lovable little one. This is exactly like the start of Pokemon evolutions. You have the cutesy, oh look at those kind of pet ones you start with, and the awesome kick-ass fighting warrior monsters you end upon. But before you get to those, you have to wait for the forgotten ones to grow. The ones who aren't cute, but they're not strong either.
Now son, be strong and willing. Fight for your country and make your family proud.
Good luck in class today, chubby cheeks. There'll be some ice cream when you get back, okay? Stay away from strangers. Oh, so cute.
Hello? Mom? I have no lunch yet. Hey, Dad? Dad, I got a B instead of a C for history yesterday. Hello? I exist. You might think being the middle child is the most awful. Having to seek the attention and keep up with the older sibling as he starts achieving things in life, so you have to as well, or you'll fall behind. While also experiencing the worst of both worlds with an older and younger sibling. All real scenarios, right? Lies. To me at least. They never happened to me. But still, where did this idea come from? Well, there's a theory. Until recently, I had no clue the middle child syndrome was a theory that existed. The MCS is said to be the belief that middle children indeed feel ignored, excluded or neglected simply because of the placement of their birth order. This may even influence their personalities and relationship characteristics. Now, this theoretical stereotype was never really confirmed, as study results did conflict with the middle child syndrome theory. To me, it was already a myth, a funny joke that someone came up with because some things just happen to add up. The old one is the first, therefore memorable. The young one is the cutest, therefore memorable. The middle is neither, therefore not special. Look, if you have to do weird things, or get high grades, or whatever to get attention, then you just have bad caretakers. Unless they work really hard, or, have 8 more children to give attention to, parents are just going to easily ignore you. And yet, there are still middles who say they suffer from middle child syndrome. YouTube videos, articles, r/middle children are just a couple of examples that only middle children watch, of course. So, is it real? Is it not real? I don't know, to be fair and honest. I think sometimes, in very rare cases, a few of the MCS traits might come into play, but never to the point where 30 years later the middle is in the street as an alcoholic doing drugs while watching Sharknado. Depression. So how was it in my case exactly? Well, my older brother is the talker with all the stories, and the younger one was also in need of attention a lot of the time, leaving me as the outsider, right? Well, only because I actually want to. I'm an introvert, if it wasn't already clear by, the content introverts always upload. I mostly prefer a population with a density of 1 person per square universe, so most of all conversations with me are over pretty soon. And that means I'm actually glad I'm in the middle. Yet that doesn't mean I'm ignored. My internship has been a great interest to everyone, unfortunately. I've always been supported just as much as my siblings. Whenever I wasn't, it didn't have to. I'm a pretty responsible and caring young man. In most areas. I understand it might be harder for extroverts though, but really it all lies in the hands of the parents. Seriously, never cry for attention. If this theoretical syndrome is a real thing and you think you suffer from it, then talk about it. Most cliché conclusion ever, I getcha, but it works, so just do it already. And if you're still in doubt, thinking you, being the middle child, will influence the rest of your life in a negative way, then just name a few people who are middle children as well. Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Bill Gates, Walt Disney, Zoe Saldana, Michael Jordan, Martin Luther King Jr., James Rallison, and then you have fictional represented middle children like Sherlock Holmes, Malcolm Wilkerson, Dash Parr, Mike Wheeler, Lisa Simpson, the list goes on. You get what I mean? You're important and you matter. Not only because you deserve to be, but also because you watched my video. So for that, thank you.